Greg, what were your thoughts when you were walking off the field?
Just got a lot of great memories playing here. If that is my last one, I'm not going to let, these past weeks kind of ruin what's been just an amazing 9-year experience. The guys I've gotten to play with, the people I've gotten to work with, the people in this organization, the fan base, the community, from day one embraced me, embraced my family. And, I couldn't be more thankful for these past 9 years here. Just a great place to play. I'm proud of a lot of the things we've accomplished. I'm proud, of how far we were able to take this team. The things we were able to accomplish, the games we were able to play in, those are memories that I'll always remember. And, when you think back, those are the ones that stand out, obviously. So it's a kind of a bitter pill to swallow here, the way this last 4 weeks has gone down. But it doesn't take away from what we've accomplished here as a group. The guys that have poured a lot of time and effort and sweat and into this organization, into this community, and those are things I always remember.
Greg, did it had a real sense of goodbye with you and your teammates and you and the fans? Is that your sense?
I just think sometimes, sometimes the writing's on the wall. I think, there hasn't been anything officially, but I think, I wanted to make sure that if that was my last time, that I made sure I told the people that I needed to, how much they meant on my career, and how much I enjoyed playing with these guys and playing with these coaches, the trainers, the staff. We got unbelievable groups of people here that allow us every day to do this. And I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have any regrets about how this year ended, in the event that was the last time I play or see a lot of these people. I wanted to make sure they understood how much they've meant to me and my career.
Greg, will it take, as you get further away from this ending, will it be easier to look back on the good times that you were talking about and less so on these last 8 games?
Yeah, I mean, obviously these games sting. These last couple weeks sting for a lot of reasons. But when you look at the whole body of work, both individually and as a team, what I've been able to be a part of, the team I've been able to play with, the things we've been able to accomplish, the exciting endings, the exciting games, the tough losses, the rehabs, the two-a-days, the workouts in the off season. I mean, just so much time goes into it, and just to know how many guys have impacted my life and impacted my career. Those are the things as time goes on that stand out, and I think that's going to be the things that I hang on to the most, regardless of what happens going forward.
Greg, do you think you'll be asking for a trade, your release, or retirement? Like, what are you thinking, or what do you think is the most likely option?
It's a good question. As I've said to you guys before, I think change leads to more change. It's really hard to predict the future right now. A lot of the folks that are going to be making those decisions may or may not even be a part of the organization right now. So, I came into this, I kind of touched on it with some of you guys earlier in the week. I came into this like this was it for me, at least here. And if it's not, fine. But I just didn't want any regrets. I just wanted to make sure that if this was the end, that I didn't let that opportunity to share that moment with some of the guys that mean a lot to me around this organization. I didn't want to let that pass, and you never get that opportunity back.
If it looks like a rebuild here, Greg, would you ask them to, out of respect, trade you to a team that looks like it's going to contend?
I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. I don't know if right now is necessarily the moment to dive into that, but obviously this last year or two has been challenging. It's been challenging individually. It's been challenging as an organization. What happens down the road, it's hard to predict right now. But, again, I'm walking out of this locker room, just remembering a lot of great accomplishments, remembering a lot of great times, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, but overall, it's just a really special group of people affiliated with this team, and I was just proud to do my part for the last 9 years.
Greg, have you already decided you want to play in 2020?
I don't know. I'm not sure what the future holds for me. These last 3 years have been tough. Take a lot out of you. a lot of work goes into being able to play each week. Off seasons, there's so many days that go into playing that outside of just Sunday afternoons, and it's been a struggle. It's been a battle, both collectively and individually, these last couple years, and obviously things are changing here. And I've been around this game long enough to understand sometimes the way things go, and I just know if that is my end, I'll walk out of this building with so much appreciation for the people here. No hard feelings. I couldn't say enough good things about being a part of this organization.
Greg, looked like before the game, Kara was pretty emotional, and then afterward, you and Pete had a nice moment. But was this just emotionally very charged for you? Was it difficult to kind of manage all of it?
I had a lot of mixed emotions all week leading up to it. The uncertainty, the reality that this very well could be it. If not here, but maybe for good. And just to share that moment with my family, Pete. I got here 9 years ago. Kind of, my career was a little bit in flux. I was kind of the odd man out in Chicago. This team took a shot on me, trading for me. Pete's been my coach every day since I've been here. I've had an unbelievable time. He's been unbelievable for my development. Believed in me, gave me a chance when, I was kind of on the fence about whether I was going to be that next breakout guy or if I was going to be just another first-round kind of bust, so to speak. And, obviously my career took on another level since I've gotten here, and Pete was a big part of that. And, just to share that with my wife and our kids and all of our families here, they've had such a, I couldn't, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that the sacrifice that they've made for so long to allow me to do something I've loved since I was 5 years old means a lot to me. My kids, they're older now. They experience so much. I could go on and on about what they mean to me.
Greg, I mean, you came into the league as a high-profile prospect, as you said, a first-round pick. But if we were to have told you then that you would finish, if let's say this is it, 5th among all-time tight ends in receiving yards, 5th in receptions, 8th in touchdown catches, I mean, would you have said, that's going to be me?
I'd be probably lying if I said I did. My first couple years in the league were kind of a mixed bag. Had some turnover, had some different quarterbacks, had some different coordinators, had a coordinator who came in that obviously didn't really suit my skill set, and obviously a lot of that changed when I got here. I'm proud of my time in Chicago, but I'm really proud of my time here. I said it to you guys the other day. And then when we were rolling that 5-6 year span prior to 17 getting hurt, from 13 to 16, those 4 years, wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of more productive guys at my position, and that's something I'll always be proud of. I wasn't always the best athlete. I wasn't always the strongest, fastest guy, but I took a lot of pride in how I played, and those are things that I'll walk away if that's the case proud of.
What do you think this organization needs moving forward?
I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily my area. I think those decisions will be made by the powers to be. Hopefully, hopefully we make them the right ones. And I said to you guys earlier this week, I want this team to do well, with or without me. I want them to succeed. My kids are fans. We live here. I want so many guys on this team, so many people part of this organization deserve a winner. And I think my biggest regret walking away was just realizing how close we were in 15, delivering them that ultimate prize. And I think we just go back. We go back in time in a minute and try that again. But, it's really the only thing in my career I wasn't able to check that box. But sometimes things aren't fairy tales, it's just the way it goes.
He's been talking to Fox about post-football. Like, I know you did some stuff, in the regular season stuff last year in the playoffs. Have you already been talking to them about the future?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into a lot of that. I've been fortunate in the last couple of years to have a lot of opportunities come and go across my plate. At the time, they weren't right. I wanted to play. I wanted to see this through. I thought we had a chance to do something pretty special here. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but I don't regret it for anything. I'm proud to be a part of this group. I'm proud of a lot of the guys in here, what they've been able to accomplish. And, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
As a retired player, do you see yourself making Charlotte a home whenever that end is?
That's our plan right now. Charlotte is a community we love. It's a community that has been amazing to our family, and that's obviously the plan as of now. Yeah.
When did you know this would be a special place for you? You said that you love the